Thank you, everybody, for tuning in once again to the Educational Numismatist. So today we're going to pick up where we left off on my last video, where I went through the process of evaluating, estimating a grade, and determining whether or not it was a coin I wanted to submit for grading. So this one is already done, but I have 19 more coins that we're going to quickly run through, and I'm going to make a determination as to whether or not I think they are worthy of submission, or at least consideration for submission for grading. All right, now that is an unfortunate groove in the cheek right there. Otherwise, that's not a bad looking coin. All right, we will possibly consider that one. So here's what we're going to do. We'll put a green sticker on that one, and we will come back and estimate the grade in a follow-up video. And in another follow-up video, we will take you through the actual submission process. All right, this is another 1880 San Francisco. All right, that one looks a little bit better than the last one. It does have some kind of black smudge there on the neck and a couple of dings on the cheek, but otherwise not bad. All right, the reverse looks real nice. All right, that's one worth considering. We've got an 1882-0. Oh, and before I go any further, I have numbered these 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. What I would love is if in the comments you guys would chime in and let me know whether you agree with my determination that these are potentially worth consideration for grading, and when we get down to it, whether or not you agree with my estimate of what the grade might be. So this is an 1882-0 with actually a pretty nice strike for an 82-0, or for any New Orleans. All right, a couple of dings on the chin. A very nice looking reverse and decent breast feather detail. All right, well, so far we're on a roll. I have to say that is also worth consideration, although we might not ultimately decide to submit some of these. And I will take you through that consideration as well. All right, here's another 1882-0 with a little bit of toning going on. And this one has a few dings and marks, but not overall too bad. Same thing, you got some abrasions, you got some scuffs and nicks, but that's to be expected. All right, provisional, I'll give that a possibility. That may get eliminated. All right, here's an 82S. What do we got here? Okay, that is a nice looking coin. We've got a few scuffs and dings, but when we go for estimating the grade, if we decide to consider it, we will talk about all of that, and I will show you some examples. All right, well, that's not a bad looking 82S. All right, so far, I'm liking the way all of these look, but we'll keep going. All right, we got another 82S here. This is coin number 7 for those that want to estimate a grade or follow along with us in the comments. All right, that's got a couple of dings and marks, but otherwise not bad. One little pit over there by the right. Otherwise, doesn't look too bad at all. All right, I gotta say that's worthy of consideration anyway. 83O is coin number 8. All right, that's a very weak strike right there. Not too many marks or scuffs, but I'm not sure I like the surface. I don't know that. I guess it's toning. All right, this one I would have to say is not questionable, but I don't know if I would submit that one for grading. And when we go back through these coins on a subsequent video, I will explain why. But let's get through the rest of these. All right, number 9 is another 83O. Also with a little bit of toning, little patina. All right, that is a better strike and does have a couple of dings right there on the cheek. But the reverse looks pretty nice. All right, that one is worthy of consideration. All right, number 10 is an 84O. That's pretty nice. All right, we do have a couple of dings and marks, but nothing goes very deep, nothing really too serious. For New Orleans, that's pretty decent detail, nice strike. And the reverse is pretty good looking as well. All right, that is definitely worthy of consideration. All right. All right, next up. Number 11 is an 85p. And that is not a horrible strike at all. We've got a few scuffs. Nothing too bad. Nice luster toning going on there. A little bit of bag mark patterning, it looks like. All right, I think that's possible. All right, we got another 85p, coin number 12, with some rim toning going on. Oh, that's a nice looking coin right there. All right, oh, look at that. Beauty. Gorgeous toning. Little crescent moon going on. Gotta love it. Okay, well, I have to say that is worthy. All right, number 13 is an 85O. All right, that is not terrible for New Orleans. I don't know what that black dot is. And you've got some issues on the field back there behind her head. All right, I am not sure this is one I would submit. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'll do on this one because I have questions. We're going to hit that one with a yellow dot, and we'll further explore it in another video. All right, an 86 Philadelphia. All right, a little bit of acne on her cheek there. Nice little scratch in front of her chin. So given the issues on the cheek and that scratch, I probably would not submit this. So I will mark this one with a red. And again, when we go through them all, I will explain why. All right, number 16, we've got an 87p. All right, now that is a much better looking coin. We do have a couple of dings. I don't think it's anything terrible. All right, I think that's worth a yellow anyway. That's a possibility. We'll see what we think about that one. Number 16 is an 89 Philly. And that's got something going on the cheek there. And another little nick on her jawbone. Not the best Philly strike I've ever seen. But the reverse is pretty nice looking. Alright, I think with a weak strike on that one and the mark, I don't think that one is going to go in for grading. Alright, number 17. We got another 89 Philly. Ooh, some pretty toning. Alright, and that is a much better strike. You do have some issues on the cheeks. Not too bad. Oh, and then beautiful color. Blast whiteness. Nice detail. All right, so for an 89p, I think we'll hit that with a green, and we'll take another look at it. Number 18, we got a 19020 with a weak strike all around and whatever that is. I hesitate to guess. Otherwise, not a bad looking coin, so that's a shame. Yeah, look at that. The feathers are, very weak strike. Not fully formed breast feathers at all. So this one is probably a question mark. Number 19 is another 020. All right, that is a much better strike. All right, you do have some contact marks, but I am not seeing anything significant or overly problematic. That's not too shabby, actually. And the reverse, it's got a little bit of a weak mint mark, but it is there. And the breast feathers are pretty decent for New Orleans. All right, so I got to say, and look at the color you got around the rim. That's gorgeous. Wow. All right, so for a 1902 New Orleans, I think that is definitely a green. And last but not least, we have an 040 as number 20. All right, now that has an interesting appearance. The strike is not bad. I just don't know if they've done something to this or if that's just natural patina. That is a tough call. And there's another tough mint mark to see, but it is there. There you go. So it is in New Orleans. And for New Orleans, you know, it's not a great strike, but it's not the worst I've seen. So I don't know if that's just the beginnings of toning going on or what. So this one, I think, is definitely a yellow. And we'll have to take another look at it. So here's what I'll do, gang, real quick, because again, I would love it if you all would comment in the, or leave a comment and let me know based on what number coin, whether or not you agree that it would be worthy of submission. So we've got an 81S, that's number one. We've got two 80S's, that's number two and number three. Both of those were rated as greens, meaning I believe they're worthy of a further look. We've got a couple of 82Os as 4 and 5. We've got two 82S's as 6 and 7. All of those are rated green. I've then got number 8 as an 83O, which I've rated a red, and we'll cover that in another video and we'll explain why. I've got another 83O, an 84O, 9, 10, and 11 as an 85P. 12 is another 85P. 13 is an 85O. We're kind of on the fence on that one, so we'll have to come back to him. And we got an 86P that I think does not make the grade. I've got an 87P, number 15, that needs further review. An 89 Philly that doesn't make it. An 89 Philly that does. I got a couple of 02 O's, 18 and 19. One is a question mark, the other one should be good to go. And then lastly, number 20, I've got a 1904O that is going to have to be looked at a little bit further. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Now what we're going to do is I will be showing off all 20 of these coins once again. We now have them numbered and identified. The ones that ultimately get submitted for grading, we will follow and track. I will have a video that will take you through the process of how to prepare your submission, how to package it, and then we'll ship it off, and then we'll wait and we'll see how we did. So once again, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of these videos. And in the comments, please let me know whether or not you agree with my designation of green, yellow, or red, and whether or not, you know, these coins, in your opinion, look to be worthy of submission. And then lastly, if you want to throw in what you believe those coins might be grade-wise, that would be fantastic, because ultimately that will be the exercise. I'm going to be able to check back, and we'll all see how we did once we get the coins back from grading. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel. This is Adam of Adam's Rare Coins and the Educational Numismatist. Thank you for tuning in.